Hey guys, so this video is going to focus on the activity charges in fields, in which we're going to investigate what is an electric field. And you can see that just right at the very beginning, how it says, investigative question, how do charges impact electric field? And that's really our new vocab word of the week, is the electric field. Have you ever smelled like a poopy diaper before? Or like you were picking up after a dog's poop and it just was really smelly? I know I live the poopy diaper thing every single day. And I want you to imagine just for a second a poopy diaper as a point charge, right? If you let it sit there, doesn't it radiate the smelliness? And you can smell it from afar, right? And the further that you get away from the poopy diaper, the less you can smell it. Well, that's kind of like an electric field. You have a point charge, and the point charge has what's called an electric field. And this electric field is the ability to exert a force on another charge. And, that ability is stronger the closer you are to that charge, and it's weaker the further away you are from that charge, much like the poopy diaper, right? You can smell it, but that decreases the further you are away. And so I'm going to ask you the question, how do you think if you have like several charges, how do you think that impacts electric fields? So go ahead and make a prediction right here. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, I just want you to take a guess, make a claim, make some evidence, provide some reasoning for your answer. And then let's go ahead and we'll open the simulation here. This is your Flash Physics website. And this is how we're going to take a look at some electric fields here. Now, I do recommend that you guys use Chrome browser because it does run Flash in the background. And Flash, if you're using an out-of-date browser, it could just not be supported. Okay. Now you'll see in the instructions that I do ask you to just click around and see what you can do. Okay. So once you've finished clicking around, and if you haven't done so yet, maybe pause the video and go and play around with it first before I give you any instructions. But you'll notice in the, at the bottom of those instructions for the first part, it says to put some positive charges down. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. So right here, you'll notice that there's a section for charges. And it gives you the option to add and modify a charge. Okay. It gives you the option to delete a charge. And it gives you the option to clear a charge. Okay. You can also, it gives you a little slider down here where you can play around with the magnitude of your charge. You can make it more positive or you can make it more negative. And so since I don't want to give away the answer to the first part and show you guys what that looks like, I'm just going to go ahead and encourage you to maybe go and delete one of the charges. Oops. It's not working here. Here, I'll just clear all the charges. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add a +9 charge. Okay. And there we go, got +9. And you can see here's my charge. Okay, so what tools are made available to you? Let's take a look at the mouse controls first. Field vector and field line. Okay. For this activity, just go ahead and ignore where it says equipotential and equipotential lines. We'll come back to those. Okay. So field vector, let's press on that first. Okay. You'll notice that it provides an arrow, and this arrow represents to you the strength of your electric charge, much like our poopy diaper, right? The closer that you are, the longer the arrow. The further that you are, the smaller the arrow. Should make sense. Electric field lines, okay? You can go and see that no matter where I am, my electric field line will make a straight line to that point where my cursor is. Should be pretty straightforward. Okay. When you're done, you can go ahead and you can press the clear button. You can press the clear button as well. Okay. You can also play around with your ability to put a test charge in. And this is really cool because this puts a positive test charge in. And as expected, when this positive test charge interacts with the electric field, what happens is that there's a force between the two charges, and like charges repel each other, and so the positive charges are pushing off of each other. Okay. What other tools do you have available to you? You guys have a field vector tool. Notice it says auto plotting, so as soon as I click on it, it's going to plot it for me. So I'm going to go press on it right now. This is kind of cool because you can use the field vector as a tool of seeing the strength of the electric charge. So notice that it's way stronger, much longer arrows right here. And as you get further out, the arrows get smaller and smaller. Notice that, think of the poopy diaper again, right? You're super, super close to here, and you can definitely smell that poopy diaper. But as soon as you're further over here, there's more and more gaps. Maybe you're not going to smell it as well. When you're done, you can press the clear button right here. You can see what the field lines look like. Again, the field lines is what the field lines is going to do is it's going to show, all of the electric field just kind of permeating, radiating like the smell. Okay. Clear that off. And equipotential lines. This just shows, do you guys remember gravitational potential? It just shows, what is your potential, your electric potential energy. And we're not really going to focus on that at the moment. Okay. And that's it. Those are your controls. So you'll notice, by the way, if you want to play around, there's some sample charge distributions that you can ask it to do. I'm going to let you investigate those. But in your activity, you guys will make 6 positive ions. You can put them wherever you'd like. Toddler life. For the next one, you can put 6 negative ions wherever you'd like. Okay. And the last one, you'll put 3 positive and you'll put 3 negative ions wherever you guys would like. Okay. Very lastly, once you guys finish, you guys will be answering the conclusion questions. You'll notice that there's 3 of them. They should be pretty straightforward. For the very last one, you have to put a screenshot of your work. So do be sure to do that. Okay. So let me know if you guys have any questions. My office hours are always available. And maybe you'll see Sagan if you show up. All right. Take care, guys.